And now the bird's not outside, so.
Very good. Here we go. First match of loser semis. After this match, the rest of the matches are going to be best of fives. Be excited. We go game one on the King's Pass. Between Who's Pugsy and Neko's Jellyfish. Immediately getting the action.
Getting in with some unarmed combos.
Yeah, just jumping towards him, not waiting for any weapon spawns, just immediately wants to hit Jellyfish in the face, finds the guitars, gets that neutral light into recovery combo, and sends Jellyfish into the yellow.
Pugsy trying to bait Jelly, it seems like, over the edge. Comfortable with his jumps and all. You know, normally you don't see a player, give away the middle of the map like Pugsy's doing here. But it doesn't really seem like he cares about positioning at all.
Jellyfish getting destroyed right now by these guitars from Pugsy. Hits him with a cider into the side of the stage. And seeing as that this is the updated King's Pass, there's no recovery for you there, Jellyfish. You are dead. And Pugsy takes the first stock without taking any damage.
Well, Nye with her, 8 defense and 7 strength. Maybe Jellyfish will change up the style a little bit and play a little bit more defensively and against Pugsy.
I don't feel like a defensive playstyle is going to be working against Pugsy. I think Pugsy's got a number in that regard, being able to go in. He needs to change up how he aggresses him. And right now, it's working.
Well, getting Pugsy into red health, Jellyfish hasn't taken too much damage.
Ooh, picks up the guitars.
He's spamming some SIGs. He's hoping, I think, for Pugsy to slip up a bit.
Yeah.
Just getting into that zone, it would be a rookie mistake.
It's interesting what Jellyfish is trying to do. I believe what he's trying to do is pick up a weapon, immediately use a signature upon pick.
Wow!
Wow. That fully charged side sig coming from Pugsy, being able to carry Jellyfish all the way across the stage. Jellyfish returning with a side sig of his own, unarmed with the haymaker. Tries to go for the slide charge down sig, doesn't connect. Both players just trying to do some very fancy maneuvers, but...
Wow, Pugsy with the 0 distance ground pound gets Jellyfish off the bottom of the map through the shenanigans pit.
Yeah, takes the lead in this game. 3 stocks to 1, only 2 minutes in. Jellyfish hits him with the recovery, but it doesn't kill him off the top. Pugsy is making this Asuri look like a tank.
Well, the epitome of Pugsy's speed is definitely him ground pounding about halfway down, trying to get back into the battle without too much delay. Jellyfish almost getting Pugsy off the top of the map through the ground pound, or through the recovery in the ground pound zone.
Pugsy holding on the guitars. I don't think he's used any other weapon in this game besides the sword to hit him with that side stick and carries him off the bottom of the map. Jellyfish manages to make it back somehow, though. Hits him with a nice side air and ends the stock. But Pugsy's got a solid stock lead, if not more than that. However, Jellyfish is able to get this...
Whoa. Jellyfish, overly aggressive. Does a lot of damage to Pugsy and almost looks like he's going to, force a Z or a Gimp, but... messes himself up in the process.
Yeah, forgets how many jumps he has. Honestly, it was an excellent unarmed string in that zone. The one way that he was going to be able to come back in that match, I think, was being able to get that kill right there. Doesn't end up getting it, however, and ends up securing his own death, giving game 1 Pugsy.
Wow. Well, with an accident, is that a 3 stock? Or is that just a 2 stock?
That was a 2 stock. Well, I guess it was like in Smash. There's like a term called a JV. I don't know. What do you call it when you kill somebody immediately on a fresh stock without any taking damage in Brawlhalla? We have to find a term for that.
I think it's just a flawless stock.
Flawless stock. Because it's technically a 3 stock in a way. I don't know. Either way, it was a 2 stock.
Well, Jellyfish changing up his style here and forfeiting Nye.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Jellyfish on anything other than Queen Nye. Switches over to the Bodvar, picks up the hammer, and immediately throws out some side airs. Pugsy going in for that dive kick, picks up the guitars. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Jellyfish immediately tossing aside that hammer and hits him with the bomb.
Wow, and combos with a dive kick immediately afterwards, which is not common. You don't often see anybody hit someone with an attack, physically after hitting them with a bomb. Very rare occurrence there.
Pugsy hitting with the guitars. Oof. Jellyfish, however, kind of holding his own right now on this stock with the Bodvar, keeping them both into the orange.
And it was a seemingly slower side signal we're normally seeing from the Bodvar. I maybe charged it for a little bit, but definitely gets Pugsy off the side of the map there.
Jellyfish gets him off the side of the map, uses that hammer, tosses it into his face, twice catching it each time it bounces off the top of his head, and hits it with the ground pound to be able to end the stock. And Jellyfish, for the first time, finds himself with a solid lead.
And reading that SIG is able to space out and punish Pugsy with a little bit of a side light. But Pugsy, ever vigilant in the sky, gets the neutral airs and the side lights all over the place.
Pugsy was going for a neutral sig punish there on Jellyfish's dodge, misses it, but it doesn't matter because he finds that down sig regardless and sends Jellyfish flying off the map. But not only before taking orange damage, Jellyfish lands with the neutral light, but it gets hit by that jab with the hammer and set into the red. Jellyfish has got a solid lead over Pugsy's Asuri.
Wow. Unexpected. I again, haven't seen Jellyfish play too much except for the Apex crew battle, but then again, he did use 9 during that.
I've seen Jellyfish a good amount, but it's only ever been on Queen 9. This is what's so surprising to me. Pugsy picking up the sword, trying to cover that weapon to make sure that Jellyfish can't get anything. Jellyfish goes for the mine, doesn't quite connect, but he can still be hit into it if Pugsy decides to land on the ground. Jellyfish holding onto the sword, hits with the cider, sends Pugsy flying. Jellyfish going for those weapon tosses, forcing Pugsy's dodge, but doesn't get the cider, and Pugsy gets back on stage.
Trying to throw a bomb, Jellyfish doesn't connect it. It seems earlier if he had held his bomb a little longer, might have been able to hit Pugsy, who was out of jumps and recoveries in midair. But Pugsy, with the ground pound, puts Jelly off of the ledge and into the bottom of the map.
An excellent downlight into down air, forcing Jellyfish to use all of his jumps to recover back on the stage, giving him no choice but to get hit by Pugsy's ground pound. However,
Jelly was waiting out for Pugsy's invincibility to go away. Pugsy goes for the attack and then punishes Jelly's attempt at what should be an easy punish for him. That was absolutely insane. I don't think I've seen anything like that in a long time.
Jellyfish holding onto the sword of Bodvar right now, trying to get a side air onto Pugsy, tosses the weapon downwards and follows up with a recovery, killing Pugsy off the top of the stage. 1-1.
That's a great combo. That's almost absolutely true in high damage like that. Jellyfish did very well using that throw.
Ooh, Pugsy goes for that D-light, but tries to follow up with the downer to the side air. Doesn't get as much damage off that as I feel like he could have. Pugsy,
I think he actually missed a jump there.
Yeah,
and,
it looked
D-lighted too early. Or dared too early.
Definitely did look like it. Pugsy below the stage, dodging out of that ground pound, but he finds himself without jumps. Dodges around Jellyfish's ground pound, manages to get back on stage, but only to get punched by a neutral light into his own D-light cider combo. Another D-light cider. Jellyfish is in the red. This is possibly his stock. Goes to the down air, doesn't connect, but Jellyfish is in a dangerous position.
Jellyfish with the ground pound that didn't seem like it was required. Jumps around with his hammer. Pugsy unarmed. Jellyfish is just throwing his weapon around. It not seeming like he's predicting Pugsy very well at all.
Bodvar goes with the hammer, gets the recovery into the recovery into scoop, followed by following into the air and the reverse gravy cancel neutral sig with the hammer, killing Asuri off the top. Absolutely insane. That was so clutch from Jellyfish.
That was dirty.
And now I feel like I'm seeing a trend with Pugsy here. Whenever Pugsy loses the second match, he says, ban, quick. And then we see a complete change in playstyle. But Jellyfish switches it up again. He's switching from the bottom to Sir Roland. What's going on?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's just trying to keep Pugsy on edge. Jelly using his best legends to change up his playstyle. He's going to stay with a sword, but have a lance at his disposal now. Pugsy opening up with an unarmed combo with 3 separate hits, putting Roland with 8 defense into yellow health. Jelly, being patient and spot dodging, gets his neutral unarmed off on Pugsy. This is an interesting weapon or character pick for Jelly.
Yeah,
from 9 to Bodvar to Roland.
So I just realized that Jellyfish isn't actually selecting these legends. It's not something I'm ever actually seeing. But,
is he really?
That is what he is doing. Yes. He's
That's awesome. I respect him for that.
Tosses the bomb. And then holds on to the lance. He's in the deep red, though. I don't feel like this random choice is favoring him quite so well right now, but he's keeping Pugsy on the side of the stage. Wow, excellent spacing from Pugsy there to be able to have that peace of mind to be patient and wait out that ground pound. Not getting
right, well, we already see Pugsy putting Jelly into red health on his first stock. Earlier when we saw Jelly play with Nye, I don't know if he got lucky and got Nye on random, or if it was something he picked, but Pugsy was able to make a Nye look like she was a 3 defense player, like absolutely destroying her with guitar and swordplay.
Not quite so good there. Wow, Jellyfish getting hit by a downer, however, and another downer as he tries to recover. Yes, the lance recovery is great. You got some decent aerials, but it's pretty easy to put that.
Well, especially since you have to hold it down to get a full recovery out of it. It's a trade-off there.
Yeah.
It's also the only recovery I think that is a true combo. You use 3 of them in a row.
That's true.
It's literally true.
Pugsy going with those down airs with the guitars, goes for the ground pound as well, nearly connecting with Jellyfish. Or he goes for a random neutral sig. I feel like he tried to reverse that. Tosses the lance into the air. Will he get the cider with this sword? Well, tennis racket. Hits him with the neutral air. sends him flying, but he's in the orange right now. Pugsy's doing a great job of getting as much damage as he can off this stock. But if we know anything from Jellyfish, it's that he can be clutch at the last stock. This means nothing.
Right, I feel like he's not playing as seriously. Not only is he picking random, but these random signature moves. I don't completely understand what
he
he's
might
going
be
for
trying
here.
to find out what it is exactly Sir Roland does. Which
Oh,
I respect.
no.
I respect. It's just like, all right, I'm in the air right now. This is the neutral sig. Oh, bless you.
I mean, he has the skin for Roland. He has the king skin or whatever.
That's
I
true.
would hope that he knows Roland's
That is
signature.
That is true.
Maybe he's just, fishing, hoping that Pugsy will run into them. Because Pugsy's evasive maneuvers do bring him around the opponent quite often.
All right, Jellyfish gets unarmed again in the deep red. If he can end Pugsy's stock right here and get a little bit of damage up, I think I can give him a chance in this match. But he's struggling to find any substantial attacks onto Pugsy. Goes for that side light into recovery, doesn't connect. Has the ball, tossing it around very lightly.
It seemed like he was just juggling it. Looking for an opportunity to actually punish Pugsy. And with the recovery over the edge, does indeed get the first stock off Pugsy.
Tosses his sword aside, finds another sword, goes for a neutral light, doesn't quite connect. Pugsy going into guitars, hits him with the neutral light, sending him below the stage, and Jellyfish chases after him, isn't quite able to keep up, however.
Pugsy trying to get that neutral air to hit right on top of Jellyfish. Doesn't quite get it, but gets one just over the top of the map. And Jellyfish is in a terrible situation, almost hitting himself with the bomb.
Yeah, Pugsy going off the stage with that neutral light, doesn't connect, doesn't space it quite right. Jellyfish finds the lance, throws it into Pugsy's face, but gets hit by a neutral light into another, and killed off the side of the map. Jellyfish must have taken a lot of damage for that guitar neutral air to be able to have that much damage.
Right. It's Pugsy hit him with it at least 3 or 4 times at the end there.
Yeah.
And as it racked up, 120, 140 damage, that... Wow.
Did quite a bit. Pugsy holding on to the guitars, tosses him into Jellyfish's face into an unarmed combo. I feel like he tried to pick them up there, but it didn't quite work. Ends up finding the sword instead, and hits him with that D-light slider.
Combo.
Yeah, that downlight combo is quite good, especially when he's got somebody so damaged. Roland's defense is high, but when you're in the red, you are in the red. Jellyfish finds the lance, hits him with the side air.
Wow, almost getting the slide charge for the side stick with the lance into the wall. Pugsy dodging it somehow.
And, well, Jellyfish actually, goes for that neutral
Almost
stick.
running into the baseball bat.
Yeah. Goes for that neutral stick, doesn't quite work. Hits him with the down air with the lance. Going for the weapon toss, and it actually works. What great patience from Jellyfish to be able to hit him with that weapon toss.
But I think that's it for Jelly now. That Pugsy's got him over the side.
Ooh, but Jellyfish makes it back. Tosses the weapon into Pugsy's face. Goes for that side light, doesn't connect. Tries to get that down light. Ooh, doesn't work.
Patiently waiting for a recovery to hit.
Wow.
Gets hit by the sword.
That sword launched him so far. Pugsy is incredibly damaged. Come on, Jellyfish. You can end this stock. Pugsy just going for his signature. Trying to deny all weapons from Jellyfish as possible. I feel like Jellyfish is trying to kick Pugsy into a weapon or a ball as he throws it before ending his own attack.
I can't blame him for trying to get a flashy kill. You really can't. You really can't.
Wow. Goes for that neutral light that probably would have killed if he didn't get hit by the wall. But the ground pound ends the stock, killing Jellyfish off the bottom of the map. And Pugsy takes loser semis 2-1 and moves on to losers 5.